Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and welcome along to the Powerhouse. What a wonderful venue, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing turnout. Thank you so much for coming along tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a momentous occasion. This is a very special occasion, and it is wonderful to have so many people with us here to celebrate this particular moment in time for this great sport that we all love so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a huge night for the Ace Boxing Group, but bigger than that, it's a huge night for the sport of boxing in this country. And bigger than that, it's a huge night for free-to-air television in this country. For so many years, we've watched sport on our television. We've been able to turn on free-to-air and we've seen rugby league, we've seen Aussie rules, we've seen cricket. And for a long time, this great sport has craved that opportunity to be recognised on free-to-air television, has craved that opportunity to be on mainstream. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, we are here to announce a partnership with the 7 Network, and you'll see the signs around us here, the Premier Boxing Series, ladies and gentlemen, on 7+, launched here tonight. I'm joined up on stage by an incredible array of people to talk you through this. Of course, as well, we'll have the announcements around the very first event and the fighters that will be up on stage as well. My name's James O'Shea, and I've been given the great honour to be here tonight as your MC. I'd like to introduce you to the gentlemen that stand to either side to me here tonight. First of all, to my right is Mr. Angelo Di Carlo, and ladies and gentlemen, he's been involved in this sport for a long time at every level. He's always had a passion and a dream to provide opportunities for fighters, and he's continued to do so. Please put your hands together for Mr. Angelo Di Carlo, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks very much, James. I just want to say thank you to everybody for being here tonight. It shows the strength that we have behind us with Ace Boxing. Most of the young fighters that are in this room, trainers, managers, have all been on our platform. It's amazing to see the support that we've got. And more, for me, it's more about bringing back to the sport something for free. That's what it's always been. Unfortunately, we've had to pay for fight nights. We're now in a situation where 26 million people can tap into, watch their TV at home and watch some of the best fights that I think we can put together. We've got young fighters like the Maloney brothers and Dempsey McKean, Liam Paro in the audience, some beautiful young talent here that really haven't had that opportunity to be seen but free to air. So I'm proud to be able to put that together with our team, because obviously without the team we're nothing. Our sponsors who have been past and present, some in the room, Ronnie Wanless is one of our major sponsors, Altitude, just the list goes on. We can't thank them enough, because without them we wouldn't be here today. But the passion is to give everything for free, and that is every single Wednesday night, starting on the 27th of March, we will be going free to air. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Angelo. Just one more I want to ask you. Why are you so passionate about providing opportunities for young fighters to get this chance?
Well, look, to be honest, a lot of these young fighters have had a hard road to get here. I mean, everybody thinks that they get paid big money. They don't get paid big money. It's hard until you get to the very top. These guys are virtually training 5, 6, 7 days a week and not getting much reward for it. So they have to wait to get to the top. This is a platform that might give them the opportunity to go and make the big money overseas in America, England and everywhere else.
Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Angelo Di Carlo, as said, and very passionate about the sport, and as I said, and a great opportunity tonight. So to his right, we have Mr. Glenn Hosking, of course, another member of the Ace Boxing Group, and again, someone that we've seen that's worked tirelessly behind the scenes to help bring things together, someone that supported boxing financially, supported it emotionally as well. So, Glenn, what's this moment, this opportunity mean for you and for this sport?
Well, firstly, I'm really excited to be up here announcing our partnership with 7+ for the Premier Boxing Series. It's Ange, myself, and the whole team from Ace Boxing. We're passionate boxing fans at heart, and to be able to provide these opportunities to the next generation of professional boxers in Australia, showcase their talents on primetime TV, live and free on 7+. It's a massive opportunity for everyone, so I'm really excited.
it's an incredible show of support from the Seven Network to be able to partner with them.
Yeah, we Channel 7 haven't had live boxing on primetime TV since 1987 when Jeff Fennick beat
Samad Pakaroon.
Yeah, Samad Pakaroon for the WBC Super Bantamweight World title. So more than 35 years ago was the last time boxing featured on a mainstream mainstream broadcast. So it's really exciting from us personally that we're able to provide these opportunities for the next generation of fighters.
It's called Premier Boxing Series, so it's a season of boxing.
Correct. Yep. So we've got a minimum of 12 live events this year, all on a Wednesday night. So you don't have to miss your footy. You don't have to miss your Saturday night out. You can watch it live and free on 7 Plus on a Wednesday night, or you can watch it any time after on demand. So you've got that flexibility to watch whenever you like. But in addition to that, we've also got a weekly talk show called Beyond the Ropes, hosted by the voice of boxing, Mr. Andy Raymond, and that's hopefully that brings through a whole new generation of boxing fans. And we've also got all of our we've dug into the vault and got all the archive fights out and put them up on 7 Plus, so you can go back and watch some of the classic fights from the last several years that we've done.
Yeah, so a great initiative. Thanks very much to Glenn. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is on 7 Plus every Wednesday night at 7. As Glenn alluded to, the man here to my left, it's a real honour for myself to introduce him. He is the face, the voice of not only boxing, but so many things in sport. His voice has been the soundtrack to so many incredible sporting moments. Again, his face, his voice, his cheeky grin, his wit will be all a part of this incredible Premier Boxing Series, but also Beyond the Ropes. So we talked about a talk show that's, as the title suggests, it's not only what happens between the ropes, but what beyond the ropes, and taking people into the lives and behind the scenes into what it makes to be a boxer and people involved in boxing. So please give him a big round of applause. My pleasure to introduce Mr. Andy Raymond.
Thanks, James. I'll finish off for the ball blokes before we go to those with hair. Biggest thing in Australian and world television at the moment is reality TV. Whether it's Survivor, whether it's My Kitchen Rules, whether it's Maths, we'll combine them all and pump them up, and that's what we've got. Boxing is the ultimate in reality TV. We've got good guys, we've got bad guys, we've got nice guys, we've got not so nice guys, we've got guys that would do anything for you, we've got guys that, quite honestly, can't wait to tear you apart. Then there's the girls. I am super excited for what lies ahead, both from a live event perspective and from Beyond the Ropes, because we are going to take this, along with Nath, Adam and a motley crew, we are going to go places that not only Australian boxing, but Australian sport hasn't gone before. We're going to tell all the stories. We're going to have the discussions. It is going to be something very, very unique. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm delighted. I am particularly, and I'll go off script a little bit, please bear with me. I am particularly delighted tonight for the godfather of ace boxing, Angelo Di Carlo, and his lovely wife, Carmel, who's here tonight. There is no one person, there is no one family that has given more time, more effort, and more resources over a longer period of time to Aussie boxing for very, very little reward, but for a whole lot of bloody headaches. Ange, tonight is your night. It is Carmel's night. We up here on stage, and everyone in here in the audience is behind you. We're going beyond the ropes together as ace.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very well said, Andy. Now, if anybody knows the significance of boxing being on free-to-air television, it's you. How big's that?
Unbelievable. And Hosco just made me feel old. 35 years ago, Jeff and Pakaroon, I was actually sitting second row there at the entertainment centre that night. I remember it vividly. It was my first big live fight. And watching Jeff Fennick do his thing in front of 10,000 people, but in front of a nationwide audience. Who's the next one? Is it going to be Liam Paro? Is it going to be Floyd Masson? Is it going to be Taylah Robertson? One of the Maloney boys, Dempsey McKean, and the list goes on and on. To you fighters in the room, you have got the opportunity to break through that ceiling. It is an amazing opportunity. It is free to air, and together we can make some serious noise for this wonderful sport. I am pumped.
Very well said. Thank you very much to Eddie. And sitting alongside him is none other than Nathan DiCarlo. So your partner in crime that we've seen and heard so many times, of course, has an incredible background of his own in the sport, an incredible record as an amateur boxer. He won't tell you about that, but it was an incredible record. But I think your strike rate of fights to wins was, what is it, something like 113 fights, and you only lost a handful of those at best. Travelled all over the world. You know what it's like to be involved in this sport. You know what it takes to make a champion in this sport, and your commentary, your analysis of the sweet science is what, of course, has given you a name. Post your career, this opportunity to be a part of this, also very special for yourself.
Yeah, thanks, James. Pleasure to be here. Obviously, thank you to Channel 7 and the Ace Boxing Group for allowing this to happen. And that is my job. That's my perspective. I need to bring in the fighter's perspective, and that's what I'm trying to do throughout my commentary and throughout Beyond the Ropes and throughout my calling. That's really what I have to do, is bring in the fighter's perspective so the average punter can see and understand what was actually happening in the ring. Because unless you've been, born and bred into it, you don't really, you miss the smaller, finer details. And that's my job, to bring that to people's eyes and to people's brains. But, I mean, I guess we've been a little bit lost for competition, I guess, in Australian boxing for a little time now, and it's great to have this healthy rivalry here with Channel 7, because free to air is number one. Everyone knows that. You don't have to pay nothing. You get to see great fights for free, and that's exactly what Australian boxing needs. And more than that, most fights, as you know, Andy and all the boys up here, there's a distinctive A versus B side. We don't do that. It's A+ versus A+, and that's what Ace Boxing is about.
Yeah, well said, Nathan. And as well, just that chance for them to perform on this thing, and then not only that, to go beyond the ropes and to understand the story behind the story, that people only sort of see what happens under those bright lights, but this is a chance to really showcase what happens behind that.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about. It's creating that journey, creating that fan base, because we're only seeing, we're being starved really as boxing fans. You're only seeing them on fight night, but the fight night is the fun part. Coming from a boxer, again, the battle is before the fight. It's the weigh-in, it's the training camps, it's the injuries that you sustain. That's what we're going to delve into and Beyond the Ropes, and you really understand how much goes into this sport and how much dedication and sacrifice goes into this sport. So if we can share that a little bit, maybe we'll grab more fans along the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for him, Nathan DiCarlo, and then down the end here as well, so Mr. Adam Hollyoake, so of course someone that we've seen on the cricket field make a name for himself across the world, but then also into combat sports, and of course also involved in television and events like that. So you joined this duo as a part of Beyond the Ropes. I suppose, how did you get roped into being involved with these blokes?
I've got no idea. I've got no idea how I'm here. I'm an English cricketer, so everybody hates us. So I'm pretty. Andy just said that it's going to be a reality type. Boxing's one of the greatest reality. I've just realised I'm that bad guy in the reality show, because when I first came and met Angelo and Steve NG, who's going to be up here, I'm sure later. I'd just come out of a career of cricket, and he said, "Have you ever thought about fighting professionally?" And I said, "No, not really." He goes, "Well, we've got a fight for you on Saturday." So I'm like, "What day's today?" It was like Tuesday. So I said, mate, I don't think I'm up for it. He said, well, no, there's never been an international cricketer that's boxed professionally. He said, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool, actually. So the next minute I'm doing it, so which is fine. If we're just standing here talking, that's fine. But then you've actually got to go and fight. So as I'm walking in there, I'm with Steve and walking in, and as I can see the guy I'm going to fight, like, I was pretty scared, I'll be honest. A big neck, and he was sweating, and he was looking down at me. And I think Steve could feel that I was pretty fearful about what was going on. And he leant in, and I thought, this is the moment. This is the moment where he's going to give me the big pep talk. He goes, bet you wish you'd stuck to cricket. So I'm pretty much feeling like I'm getting G'd up here, and someone's got a surprise for me. So I'm looking forward to having a bit of fun with the guys on the show.
Adam's playing it down. What we have here is a couple of bullheads and an absolute sporting superstar. If you're not a cricket fan, you might not be aware, but a guy that was voted best in the world, the Wisden Cricketer of the Year going back 1 or 2 or 10 years, but an absolute cricketing
20.
superstar. A guy that understands the media, a guy that understands the difference between right and wrong. Ad's super excited to be, tagging up with you on Beyond the Ropes, mate. Can't wait to have you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the team Beyond the Ropes. And, of course, you've heard about the Premier Boxing Series. So, remember, every Wednesday night. So, Wednesday night is your home for boxing on 7+, not only through Beyond the Ropes, which will be premiering on the 20th of March. So, the 20th of March, the first episode of Beyond the Ropes. And then the first instalment of the Premier Boxing Series is March 27. So, every Wednesday night, 7+ is now your home for boxing in Australia, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being a part of our official announcement. Very exciting times for the sport. The last thing I'll say before we move on to actually have the press conference for our first show is I'm going to steal some words that I've often heard from the great Andy Raymond. It said, the Ace Boxing Group has always brought you the best fights. That's what the Ace Boxing Group has done. So the fighters, the best fights. For you, the fans, the best nights. And now we see that continue, and in partnership with Channel 7 as a part of the Premier Boxing Series. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of our very special occasion tonight and a very special announcement for the sport of boxing.
In finishing, I just wanted to say something that for too long we've left the women out of our sport. And for this first show, there's 2 young ladies that are going to headline our show because we value them and we believe that sometimes they bring the best fights to us. So we've got a lot of fighters, lady fighters signed to the Ace Boxing Group. I believe that these girls are going to really light up the show for us. So thank you to all the girls. I'm picking 2 young kids that can go to a world title through this platform. Rocky Ogden, Jalen, Tait. I want you to have a look for them guys from now to the future because I think they are going to be the future of boxing in Australia. So let's get behind them 2 names and of course many others. I'm not taking it away from anybody else, but they're 2 young kids that shine for me, and I want everybody to make sure they look out for them.
So thank you very much. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll just have a quick changeover before we get the fighters up here, and we will tell you all about the premiere of the Premier Boxing Series, the first show.